Are we going? Are we on?
We're on.
I don't know if this is working today, so here we go.
We'll see.
He's a good editor, but it's we're going a little late. Hey, here's how we always start these things. Jeremy!
What's up? What's up? What's up?
How you doing, buddy?
Good. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Hey, Michael. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Hey, we're doing something a little bit new today. We are actually live on the set of Oddfellas here in Tacoma on 26th and Pearl.
Yep.
And we brought the general manager, Michael Jordan, here to help us.
Hey.
Yeah.
What's up?
So we thought Michael could give us a little bit of a, kind of give us the tips on why you want to come see Oddfellas here on 26th and Pearl, besides
How awesome it is.
his amazing demeanor and this amazing restaurant. Michael, what do you guys got? What's the specialty here? Why should people come down here?
Well, first and foremost, people come down. As you can see, this on the table right now. We have what we call the big ass pretzel.
It is a big ass pretzel.
10-ounce
Yeah.
pretzel. Comes with beer cheese, a little stone ground mustard, and some dipping sauce, cheese sauce. We have schnitzel, we have bangers and mash, we have cottage pie, we got everything from what we call our Carlos Cuban, which is a Cuban sandwich. We have the cheesy bread, which is two of my favorites.
I've had the cheesy bread. It's
Yeah,
delicious.
yeah, it's really good.
Now, there's another one I like. It's called the spicy swine, which is to die for. It's different, but
Yeah.
that's why we're odd fellas, because we have a few little things that's kind of odd. Come down and get your, dill dough, which is dill bread with cheddar cheese. So
Okay.
don't be offended by what we say.
I didn't know we were going to that
We're
one.
That's
Odd
different.
fellas.
That's
The odd
different. Yeah,
fellas.
fair
That's
enough.
awesome.
Stay right here on 26 and Pearl, North Tacoma. Come down and see us. Great beers, 24 beers on tap. We at least keep at least 5 IPA for all your IPA lovers out there.
You hear that?
And 2 ciders, give everybody a little diversity.
Well, some.
But 24 beers, great staff, great service. Come down and see us. Great food.
Awesome.
Appreciate it. I
Yeah.
appreciate you having us today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And I've had this pretzel before, and that's why we have it here.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
it is awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So we're doing something a little different today too. We've got Trish. She is making us a martini here. So we decided that we're not good at it.
We're decent, but we're like, let's, like we said last week, let's let the professionals do it,
I think so.
So,
So today, last time we had Rock the Dog make us one. This time Trish is coming in.
she's coming hot. Let's see.
She's bringing it.
Woo!
She is
Oh
bringing
my
it.
God.
Oh yeah.
What is this?
So this is a Manhattan. Manhattans are technically the great grandfather of the martini. They came first. So
Okay.
this is the word started, and whiskey's more my jam. So
Oh, I like that. I like that.
we're going
Yeah.
a different route. Yeah, switching up on you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
That's-
stoked for this,
I gotta
honestly.
be honest. That threw me for a curve.
That did throw me for one. I'm really, really excited.
There we go.
Cheers.
But the best part is it's a Oddfellas Manhattan,
True.
not one that I made.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's just
I mean,
delicious.
Don't let me have another one.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Well, look how full that is.
That is delicious.
That is really, really good. I would give that a 10 out of 10. And you got to top it with a cherry.
Well, I'm gonna try and put this back on. Sorry.
So-
Hang on, before we start, can we try the pretzel?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Let's get
Let's do it.
Because it looks really good, and I'm kind of hungry.
I am actually hungry too.
So let's try. I'm gonna try I'm not sure which dip this is, but
Let's see. I'm gonna go for my favorite, the beer cheese. Oh yeah.
that's amazing. Amazing.
My favorite is salt crystals. I don't know why.
Loved it.
That was really good.
Love it.
And it goes good with this too.
So sorry if you can hear me chewing. All right, so what's up? Let's talk about what's going on this week. How's the real estate market? 2 weeks since our last voyage.
Actually, and a lot of people love that, so thank you for that. But I feel like, I don't know if it was our last video or the videos we've been having, but a lot of people have been asking us, like, kind of like what their next move is. So they bought their home at a good interest rate. They don't want to give that up. And so they're like, okay, what should I do? Should I sell and buy, or should I rent and buy, or should I buy a second home? I think they're trying to figure out what to do with their wealth, if you will. And my recommendation, I think yours too, is always hold on to it. If you can, at possible, hold on to that property, because that's amazing. I mean, if you can do that and buy a second home as your primary and rent this one out that you currently are in, that's going to pay off so much in the future. And I think a lot of people don't think about that because they're kind of thinking about that immediate kind of what they should do next. So that's what I'd recommend. But what's your input on the lending side of it? Like, what would you recommend?
We were just talking about it a little bit before this, and one of the things.
I'm going for this again.
Huh?
I'm going for that again. That was good.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, every one of them is good. Anyway, I think the thing is that we talked about it a little bit before. One of my biggest regrets in life, should I admit this?
I think preach.
I have a lot. But one of the things I wish I had right now was about 10 rental properties. And, you think about there was no way to do it. I couldn't afford it.
Yep.
A lot of them are going to cash flow for themselves.
Yep.
I mean, it's not, yes, you're a landlord. Yes, you may have to fix some things. But, man, I mean, if you can find the right properties, they can become your biggest source of wealth.
Yep.
And it's unbelievable what that can do for you.
Well, I think what's crazy is, like, I've helped, a lot of different people as the first time buyer to the 15th home they bought during when COVID was going on, to where their stocks were going great, to where they started tanking. And the number one thing I hear from especially people who have sold a lot of properties, who have had a lot of stocks, is they said, I wish I would put my money into real estate. Yeah. And then you hear about the people who do have those multiple homes, and they're doing really well, because even when the market is kind of, neutral going down, you're still making money. You're still earning money, where versus stocks, they're always like this.
Yeah, and you get in the good market conditions,
yep.
And you can sell those properties.
Yep.
Make a decent profit. It's one of those things that they say your primary home is your biggest source of wealth. Yeah, you add a bunch of investment properties to the mix. Like I said, please consult your tax advisor.
Yes.
However, it's one of those things that it's a big regret for me that I didn't do more of that.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's really good for people to hear that, because I think you again, we always talk about, you hear the news and you see all these different things that you should do, and obviously it's case by case. It's going to be what works for you. Some people, they really don't want to be a landlord, so they'd rather sell it. But guess what? They still have that equity now that they're buying into their next home.
Yeah.
So let's say you bought your home at $500,000, now it's worth $800,000. You owe $400,000. Well, now you're walking away with $300,000 to $400,000 you got to put down to your next home. So no matter which way you go about it, you're still winning.
Agreed.
Agreed.
I mean, it's amazing. So I mean, if you think about it, over time, I don't know that I've ever heard anybody say, I own this property for the last 25 years and I lost a ton of money.
Yeah, I've never heard
anybody say that.
Yeah.
You may go up and down, and it may seem like your property value got cut in half, but overall, over that 25-year time frame, you're probably still up 50, 100, 200, 500%.
Yeah.
In most cases.
Even when, actually, I helped someone sell their home. They bought it right at 2008, so right before everything tanked. And they still just sold, and they made a huge chunk. So I think that's really big. Speaking of chunk, and speaking of selling, and speaking of buying.
No, interestingly enough, this was just 2 days ago. There was, it's a new bill that I'm just going to read this, so I apologize for not looking up, but there's a bill that's...
You need to make eye contact.
Yeah, sorry. Tell me, look at you and look down, and I can't do that. There's a new bill that would increase the sales gain tax exclusion to $500,000 for single filers and $1 million for joint filers. And the reason they're trying to do this is because I think even the government...
What was it before, though? It was $250, right?
Yes.
So now they're basically doubling.
$250 and $5.
Yeah. So they basically doubled it. So that's huge.
It's a huge difference, and I think even, I hate saying it like this, but I kind of mean it this way, even the government realizes that they're kind of stuck right now.
Yeah, we kind of
have all these people at 3% that are like, why would I move?
Yeah.
So I think they're like, well, this would give people incentive to move or
Yep.
potentially sell the property. So I think that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and kind of going back to that is, we're still only at. I just looked it up. 1.2 months of inventory. That's really low. I mean, even 2017, 2018, we were at about 3-4 months. So we're still not even close to that. So something does need to change because it's kind of keeping everyone kind of stuck. Like they don't know what to do. So I think by them doing this, I think it's, again, I don't want to say it too, surprisingly kind of awesome. So
It's an interesting time because no matter who you talk to, everybody realizes we're in this kind of quagmire. Nobody really understands
Quagmire, like Family Guy type Quagmire.
no. I don't watch Family Guy, but what kind of quagmire is he?
I'm not gonna go into that.
It's a weird time. Like everyone's kind of just waiting for rates to go down,
Yep.
waiting for a housing correction. And it's, depending on where you are, I don't see a housing correction happening,
No.
especially here. And rates are going to go down.
But
I said it. I shouldn't say that. They are going to go down. It's just a matter of when and how much.
Yep.
But if you're waiting for 3%, that's not going to happen. And if you're waiting for a 50% correction or a 25% correction,
That's not
it's
gonna
not going to happen either. So if you want to own real estate, you just have to be smart about it. And one of the things that you can be smart about it is call Jeremy Martini.
Yeah.
You want to understand how
Martini
to
time.
finance it? Talk to Todd.
Yeah.
I mean, we can help you with this, but you can't just think that it's never going to happen for you. Because here's another thing that I think is important. There are a lot of people, I mean, from the thousands and thousands of fans that watch this.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
There are a lot
I think we're
of
almost at
people.
1 million now.
We are at 1 million followers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that don't think they can ever buy a house.
Yeah.
And it may be that you can't today, but we can help you figure out how you can do it next year or the year after.
Yep.
So don't ever be afraid to just ask questions about how can I get there. Because right now it may seem futile,
Yeah.
and maybe today's not the day, but it may be that we can get you and explain to you what you need to do to get there.
Yep.
And we're happy to do that.
Well, I think honestly, with anything, you need a plan. So whether it's you're buying your first place or your 10th place, you still need a plan. And I think that's where we come in, is we're able to kind of help you develop that plan and make sure that your next purchase, your first purchase, is going to be a smart purchase, And there's so many different options out there. So
I'm going to tell you some of the best advice I ever got.
Okay, let's hear it.
Hope is not a strategy.
No.
Right?
That was pretty good.
Thank you. That's deep.
I think we should end on that one.
Okay. So
Let's
hope is not a strategy.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
All right.
Cheers.
And come to Oddfellas.
Yeah, Oddfellas.
Chilling.
You think it sounds loud in here with a bunch of music?
Well, hopefully it's supposed to cancel out.
I hope we can hear us. That's my goal.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
Whoa, dude, careful. You ever had a drink before?
I hope I got that.
Your eyes are like, anyway.
I hope I got that. That'd be actually